Hey guys, BW here. We're taking a break from the Nova. I watched that video yesterday and I'm like, man, I don't feel like welding, and I don't think you guys feel like watching welding. So I got a funny story with the gasser. I drove it to work. I think I was telling you guys the other day, I drove this to work, and I go to work early in the morning. Like I leave the house at 4:30 in the morning, and these headlamps, I mean, they came with the light buckets that I got from Jay that were used, that probably came out of the junkyard in southern Delaware. So I had one headlamp and it was very dim. So it was kind of sketchy. So as soon as I got to work, I ordered a new set of headlamps. I want to put them on, and then I want to look at a couple other jobs that I got coming up on the gasser. I want to make an adjustment to the exhaust, and then we'll take that job after we get done this job. I haven't, let me see if I can bring the camera over here so you guys can see what's going on. I haven't done one of these headlamps in a while, but if that's what I remember, there's really nothing to them. I gotta wait till nighttime to adjust them. I remember that, and but I'm not really worried about that. I really don't plan on night driving this a whole lot, if really at all. But like I said, on a rare occasion when I want to treat myself and take it to work, and I'd like to be able to have headlights. So this will be, getting this back in will be better than having nothing. Let me see here. There's a ring. Oh, wouldn't you know? I need a flathead to get this ring off. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. I don't know how much information anybody would really need for something like this. I mean, nowadays, you know, we just gotta put the bulb in from the back on these, and it ain't like these old time ones where we have to plug them in from the front and get rid of the whole thing. Oh, I don't want to lose any screws. I don't have any spares. This one here, I think this one just needs to be loosened up. Top there. That's the adjustment screw I was just messing with. The other one just fell down. I have no idea where it went. I guess I should have took it off. I'll find it. I got a drawer full of screws over there. I'm sure I can find something. Up there went another one. That one went underneath the trunk for the Nova. Yeah, there's really nothing to it. Just the trim. And my buddy Phil really did a nice job helping me with the wiring on this. Just get this thing unplugged. That's a little tight. There we go. We got it. Alright, we got that unplugged. Give me a second to find these screws. They went on a hayride. Alright, they fell in a really good spot, easy enough to find. Like I said, this thing, I have no idea how old it is, but it came with the light buckets that I bought used. I just never bought any. I'm like, when am I going to night drive this? I just put them in for looks. Well, I needed them the other morning. So, the price of these things went up too. I mean, I think it was 30 bucks or 32 bucks or something for two. They used to be like $6, $7. What happened, guys? I don't know. Well, they got a nice protective cover there so you don't bend spades over. That's nice. These are Sylvanias. I mean, they offer all kinds of LED stuff for this. I'm really not interested in any of that kind of stuff. Like I say, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of money on something I'm not going to use a whole lot. I'm more interested in the functionality of it. Yeah. Let's see here. There's 3 of these bad boys. Glad I found these screws too, because they're goofy. This is the part that's bad for me. My hands are too big for this kind of stuff. And I brought this screwdriver over here. It has the clips on it, but I never have any luck with it. We'll see. No, I can't get this thing on there. Let's just do the easy one first. Oh. So, maybe there's no such thing as an easy one. I don't know. Put that back in there. Put them in there. There's like little clip, little spots for the headlight, just like that. I thought you used to be able to give them a little twist or something. They kind of stay in there. Guess not. I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. There's a spot for them, but they just sitting there. I thought you could give them a twist. Maybe I'm thinking of a particular different model or something. I don't know. Because let's face it, all the old cars, didn't they? Most of them have the 7-inch bulb. So I seem to remember it was pretty. Like I don't. It was pretty like common for all of them. There you go. You know, the easy one's got a little rip in the metal. There we go. This one down the bottom. And then we'll worry about that one on the top. After about 10-12 hours of work, my hands stop working. Especially with this little tiny stuff. I already can't feel the tips of my fingers. There we go. Probably blocking the whole thing. But it's just me struggling to put little tiny screws in that I can't hardly feel. And guys laugh because they're hardly tiny screws compared to some of the stuff that's out there. But they might as well be. This, yeah, I can't get that. I might have to get a piece of tape. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Get a piece of tape. There we go. A little piece of tape. Well, that didn't work. That was a failure. Turn the camera back on to brag to you. Look at that, guys. It fell right off. That's great, man. There we go. Now, as far as adjusting these, I didn't adjust them when I put them. Even when I put the old one in, it's just like they kind of look squared up. It looks like it might be pointing in a little bit. And I got the spring on. The only adjustment bolt I can see, there's one bad boy up top and there's one to the side. It looks like, if anything, it looks like they're pointing in just a hair, like just a skosh this way. So I guess that's better than out into somebody else's lane. So we're gonna leave that. Like I said, we'll leave the adjustment where it is for right now. These trim pieces really aren't too bad. I got them off of Jay. You know, it's like none of the other. I'm not really going with the chrome. I got those. I'm gonna order the windshield because I've been trying to get a hold of my glass guy. Trying to get a hold of him. I can't get a hold of him. I might have to try it myself. I'd like to have him because I broke the windshield putting that trim in. I think that's what happened. I don't know. When I put that garnish molding on the inside, I drilled that one screw that wasn't lining up. And I was dangerously close. And I think I touched the end of the windshield, but it didn't break right away because it was fine. And then I went in the house and I had lunch. When I came back out, there's a crack down the windshield, and I was like, wasn't that just great, man? All right. There's one, guys. That was a nice, easy job. See, I got something done, and it was a nice, easy job for a change. Let's move you guys over here. Onto that one right there. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on. It's light out, but it's, I guess, between the garage and the outside, it makes it look like it's a little dark right here, doesn't it? It's not, but it makes it look like it is. I like little jobs like this. I feel like I still did something, you know? I come out and I'm like, well, I'm gonna put this on the camera, and I'm not even sure I can remember how to change these. It's been that long. I believe, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that the Nova is the same thing, isn't it? 7 inches, 7-inch bulbs on the Nova too. I bet you Don Hot Rod Garage would know. That dude, he just knows stuff like that. I think it's pretty common. I'm pretty sure that's what all of them had back in the day. There's a variation of the ways these things are mounted on. They were all pretty much the same size, I think. They all had their own thing. I still remember this one. This screw isn't even in. And it was a Phillips head, so it must have been, I used what I had. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Like I said, I used what came with the, I didn't buy any replacement. The only thing I bought replacement, and you'll see, is these screws are new, and that's just a kit I got from Amazon with the slip behind, what do they call those things? You guys know what I'm talking about. You slip them over a hole of a piece of sheet metal. It's the right thread. It just wasn't in the hole. Yeah, we'll try again. Actually, it does look like that might be smaller. It is smaller. One of them looks like a 1024, and the other one, I don't know. Whatever. It stayed in there this long. It's staying there a little longer. I think, which one worked? I think it was this one that worked. It was only one. I can't remember now. I was driving in, I'm like, oh boy. And it's like I didn't really notice it at first because we have street lamps the whole way down to almost to my work, you know. It's like the bridge, all the side roads, we all got street lamps. But there's one little valley where there's none. And that's when I really noticed the problem. Okay, so this one definitely didn't work. You guys can see when I pulled it out, one of the spades stayed in the plug. So this was the bad one. It was the other one that worked. The Leatherman. Like I said, these are brand new plugs. They came with the auto wire kit. There we go. Just looks like the solder's not even on it anymore. It's all right. This one come off of a yellow car. I'm gonna guess that the car was yellow. I don't know. Jay, I talked to Jay yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. We every once in a while we'll message each other on Facebook. And, he's getting rid of his big building. He's going to put stuff into his box trailers, I guess, and he's getting ready to. He's downsizing. He said he's really going to slow down. I mean, he's still going to sell parts, and he's got a lot of the new stuff at his shop at the house. But like a lot of his used stuff, like if you guys need anything, now's the time to get a hold of him. I'm sure he's going to have a bit of a sale. So I would definitely reach out if you guys are needing parts to Jay. Jay Hammond. He sells on Facebook. He's located in Delaware, Newcastle, Delaware, and he generally he'll have whatever it is you need. I mean, he's been doing it for, geez, 60, 65 years. Well, I'm not sure that long. At least 55 years. I think he's told me he's turning 80 this year. So he's been doing it a long time. he's been after it for a long time. There we go. Yeah, he's got he got just about anything you could need for one of these old Tri-5s. We're gonna do it the same way, guys. We're gonna do the two bottom ones first. Little flats that tell you right where the bulb goes, so you can't put the bulb in the wrong spot. Show you what's up with that exhaust when we get done with this. I kind of want to put it back behind the back tire again. And now that I found that what caused that damage to that tire of ours was it looked like an old brake clip that was on the frame. And I think that's what got the tire. Initially, I thought the sidewall just went. You know, Mickey Thompson's a good company. They stood by it. They're like, we think it's cut, but we're going to give you a tire anyway, or a credit for a tire. Yeah. So that was really cool of them. And they weren't making them right then and there, that size. They're making them now. I better buy one before they run out again. But they're like $500, man. That's how much the floor for the Nova cost. I got to get the floor for the Nova first. I got the Mickey Thompson's ETs on the back of there for right now. Yeah, drag radials. Alright, so this one's a Phillips. I don't know if it's going to catch or not. We're going to see. Just wasn't screwed in before. I don't know. It caught. It's in there. Yeah. To me, I think this one's pointing out that way. It's going out like towards the Nova, and well, not too bad. I guess it's just the way the car's facing. But I'm going to crank this one in just a little bit on this side. This adjustment. I don't even know if I can. I think these are pretty. Yeah, they'll go in. Let's go. Just like I said, I'd rather them straight ahead or point in just a little bit till I get a chance. Like at nighttime, I need a flat wall. I guess I'll have to do it out on the driveway one night when it's dark. I'll bring the car around and put it against this where I keep the truck. Usually keep the truck parked. I'll do it right there. We'll do our little adjustment. You got the in out here and the up down. The main thing is I don't want to shine it in anybody's eyes. But I don't know, like I say, how often am I going to be using this? Not very. And they fit kind of nice, man. I thought they're a little tight because whoever did this body work on this eyebrow, remember, I never changed it. I just went with it, man. There we go. I think that's it. That's pretty simple. I don't think this is catching. this one I'm catching. Let's see what's going on there. Might have to loosen that top one up. This bottom one to catch. I bought these screws. They're just stainless steel screws. That should be it right there. They got a flashlight. I don't know. I got it that time, I think. That's not it either. Let's loosen this guy up here. That's the spot. That's right on where it goes. There it goes. That's exactly what I needed to do. Loosen the top one. We don't need them coming out. Alright. Let's turn the power on and make sure we got headlamps. And we'll take a look at the other stuff we got. And like Dan said on his videos, he always unhooks the battery. You just got the kill switch is the way to go if you can. When it's off and on for power. How'd we do? You guys knew before me. Hey, look at that. We got lights. That's great, man. Let me check the beams. Oh yeah, good deal. All right. Okay, let me go grab a flashlight real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so now I'm just wanting to take a look at how I want to do the repair on this exhaust. When we originally did this exhaust pipe, right, it went back through the springs and the ladder bars, and we dumped out back. I got so mad whenever I cut my tire, I threw all that stuff out. I wish I hadn't. Hindsight 2020, I'd have probably put it back in, but I have a temper, so it went away. I've been using the hanger from that right here. See how it's on this crazy angle? I have a plate welded on the other side of this. I would put a hole in this, and then we welded a plate on there that has a bolt, a threaded bolt, and we got this kind of hanger, and we just bolted it on, and we bent it around and welded it to our pipe. But because it's on this crazy angle, it's not right. It's, you know, it's working itself loose when it's rattling around and stuff. So you can see how everything's coming loose right now. So we're gonna unbolt this and get rid of it. I'd like to, if you guys can see right here, I'd like to, we're pretty close to the tire and everything. So I just want to move everything that way. I don't know, about 4 inches, so that I guess the back of the pipe is like right here, and I think that'd be a lot better. So we're gonna end up, you know, cutting it from this side and sliding everything this way, and then I'm gonna need something to mount the new hanger off of. I mean, I guess we could try to bend this one and make it work, but I got a bunch of these in the shop if I need it, and I have this a bunch of this 1x, you know, a whole bunch of different scrap pieces of this 1x square stock, and I'm thinking I'm just going to take and weld a takeoff off the frame right there, and then weld this on or bolt this onto it. that's what I'm thinking, and then I could just weld this to the pipe, you know, weld this to the exhaust pipe, you know, maybe even bend it around a little bit, put it on a hook so that it grabs more of the exhaust. All right, so that's just, and that might be tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how much energy and time I have when I get off work tomorrow. If I have time and energy, I think we'll do this, and I might even stop down to Lowe's and get myself a piece of like 1.5 by 1.5 or 2 by 2 angle iron. I think I just don't know if it would look nicer with the square tube or the angle iron. So I'll think about that overnight. But all right, well, yeah, that's what I'm working on, and I might do that job tomorrow. I'm not sure. Like I said, I was just looking at this tab on the hangers. That's 2 inches of material. Obviously, I can cut that down if I wanted to. I have the 1x1 here, but if I get a chance to stop in at Lowe's and see if they got some, maybe even bigger square stock, because I do like the look of square stock is a little bit nicer. It's like, you know, you start putting angle iron on there, it kind of starts looking a little, I don't know. I'm a bit of a hillbilly, but I don't know if I'm that big of a hillbilly. I still want my stuff to look nice. If somebody gets down on a knee and looks at it, nobody will, but I'll know. So anyway, that's all I worked on tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if you did or you didn't, but you'll be like, wow, he didn't really do much. He did a couple headlights and looked at a job, but I did something. It's almost, what do we got here on our featured channel? There's our buddy Don Hot Rod Garage there. And it's saying that it is, well, we got the Howie Moot clock up there too. It's almost 7 o'clock. I gotta go in and shower. Remember, BW's in bed at 9:15. 3 o'clock in the morning comes early, fellas. All right, I'll see you guys later.